Captain on the bridge.
Alright, Captains, we are back on the bridge, and today we got some stuff to go over, not only from the Star Trek Online official Twitter feeds, but Star Trek in general. So, on screen. Yes, the first thing we'll go over is the Star Trek Online official Twitter feed. Now, this was posted here today, and it's kind of some exciting news, as you already saw in the thumbnail, Captains. It's almost time to celebrate our favorite birthday, hashtag Star Trek Day. Log in from September 6th to the 19th to visit our special Starfleet Museum, and don't forget to tune in to @Star Trek's live broadcast on September 8th. So let's go over the blog here. I always love this picture. It's such a great looking picture. I'm still not sure what I'm going to end up using it for the thumbnail, Captains, but regardless, it's either going to be this one or the other one that you'll see. We'll make that decision as we go, but let's go over this. So Star Trek Day. We're celebrating Star Trek's birthday for the next 2 weeks with a special in-game museum of the Federation's history. Yes, here we go. On September 8th, 1966, the world first met a group of people and the ship that would change our lives forever. Pitched as a wagon train to the stars and brought to TV by the force of Lucille Ball's will, Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek hit tiny television screens around the world and immediately captured hearts and minds. Through 3 seasons and decades in syndication, the original series started a movement that still lasts today. More than half a century later, we live in a time where there's more new Star Trek than ever before, and we're joining with the rest of our Star Trek family to celebrate the franchise's birthday. Captains, I've always said, and I know I get some flack for this, that I'm not the hugest fan of the original series, but I do respect it because it has brought us to this very point. And wherever part of Star Trek you came in from, regardless, you gotta respect the OG, the original, of course, the original series. So we'll continue on here. From September 6th at 8 a.m. till September 19th at 10 a.m. on all platforms, there will be a special Starfleet museum in orbit above Deep Space Nine and Earth Space Dock. The museum contains the starry ships from the Star Trek movies, television, and more. Hailing each ship will give you words from their crew, and both in-universe and behind-the-scenes facts about the ship and show. Hailing all 10 of the ships will grant you a special title, Historical Documents Expert. And make sure you head to this link here on the 8th for a full day of panels and more, including looks at Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Star Trek Lower Decks, Star Trek Prodigy, and Star Trek Picard. It all starts September 8th, kicking off with an epic orchestra opening. We hope you enjoyed the celebration. Captains, happy Star Trek Day. Yes! So that link we actually clicked on and it brought us to this. So there's a trailer here, and Captains, let's go over it. And let's drop our 2 ECs. Let's go.
There are moments in our lives we long to repeat.
Let's fly.
We're here. Who's in?
I'm in. It's fantastic.
We are bonded forever by the family that is Starfleet.
Wow. Okay, Captains, that was... Whew, I got the feels there. I'm not going to lie. The hairs on the neck were standing. That is... It kind of speaks to what we just read there in the blog there. It's just, there's so much Star Trek happening now. And I'm all for it. Regardless of how I feel of individual series, if I don't like them or not, regardless. They've helped Star Trek Online. And Captain, this is what we mostly cover here on the YouTube bridge, but it's also given us a chance to cover more Star Trek outside Star Trek Online. And I'm here for it. I'm enjoying this sort of journey that we're on to share our love and passion for Star Trek. And we're gonna see if we can catch some of this stuff and maybe drop our ECs, but that trailer was just ridiculous. Now, there was something here as well that was linked this over here, and I did click on it. It's just a little bit more of information. Captains, I'll just leave this in the description below. I won't... That's a lot to read. I may screw up, so we're just going to leave that in the link description below. Captains, you can look at it, but we'll continue on with this original page that we clicked on, and it kind of shows the Star Trek Day schedule there. So Star Trek Day is Thursday, September 8th. Tune in live for an event full of surprise announcements. Back-to-back conversation with Star Trek cast and an unforgettable tribute to the late legend Nichelle Nichols. When I saw that at the end there, that was beautiful. I cannot lie. I really cannot. So you have here some segment 1, welcome remarks, Star Trek Picard, Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Lower Decks, Prodigy, and of course the Nichelle Nichols tributes, and Strange New World. So again, I'm just all here for it. Unfortunately, we'll be working on that day, so we'll see if we can catch us, Captains, but regardless, whatever comes out, we'll see what we can drop the ECs on. So here again, you see this, all this Star Trek goodness. And like I said, Caps, we are here for it. And this was the this might be the thumbnail we use. We're not sure, but regardless, it's still Star Trek Day. I like this, showing all the characters. Of course, you have Captain Archer, you got Spock, Uhura, Prodigy, Picard. Notice I said Prodigy. I have not watched Star Trek Prodigy, I'll be honest, Captains. But maybe we will get an opportunity to maybe drop the ECs there. But of course, we got Captain Picard, we got Burnham, of course, we got Pike and his awesome hair. We got, of course, Mariner, of course, Captain Janeway, Captain Sisko, 7 and 9. Love this. This is just such a great looking picture here, and maybe this is what we'll use as a thumbnail. Of course, you have the original Enterprise, you got the refit Discovery, which I actually do like over the original. Got the Voyager there, the Intrepid, and of course my first love, the Galaxy. I do like how they always put the ships front, because a lot of captains came into Star Trek and fell in love with Star Trek because of the ships, and that's kind of our sort of first love here in Star Trek. But there you go, Captains, there's that. The other thing that we wanted to cover here is, first we'll go onto the bridge here on the PC bridge. Now, usually, Captains, you know that we like to cover whatever announcements come out in the Star Trek Online official Twitter feeds, and we were about to just sort of finish off on the links here, what we're going to go over. We go in game here. I just wanted to kind of have a look again here in the C store to see if there was anything, and there's a Infinity Promotion R&D pack bundle sale. I did not see an announcement for that. And if we, we'll go back to the Twitter feed, but also one more thing that we'll go over before we give our conclusions here. But there is an Infinity Promotion and Duty Officer bundle sale. Now, we knew of the sale for the mud stuff, so that's here. Of course, Captains, we'll link this. We dropped our 2 ECs already on this. We're not going to get this bundle. We already have the ships that we want, and essentially that's a Delkina and the bug ship there. We have of course, the Discovery from the legendary 10th anniversary bundle, and I don't want the rubber chicken, so we're going to leave that there. So I was kind of surprised seeing that there. So again, Duty Officer packs are on sale too as well. So they're 30% off, and it's a 2-day sale. Maybe it was a 3-day sale. So there you go, Captains. Again, one of our recommendations is to get the EC to buy these expensive promo ships off the exchange, is buy these packs, put them on the exchange after the sale, kind of watch the EC sale price of these, and then you will see these creep up after the sale. And then I like using these as a form of EC sort of return. I think they're higher than keys, but just throughout the years, this is what we've been doing. So there's that, Captains. And we checked the promotion tab. There was nothing really there that we saw. So thought we would just throw that in there because we're already here on the PC bridge. Lastly, I wanted to go over this. So the ARC site got updated, and I'm sort of surprised. When I was trying to turn on or start ARC, it updated, and this is what we got. And I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. Now, this is also where I redeem the codes, and as you can see here, Captain's Code Redemption. This is essentially where, if there's any free codes or whatever, this is where we go. Now, on top of this, here on the left, you got, of course, Star Trek Online, Neverwinter, PWI, Forsaken World, Champions Online, Torchlight 2, and Torchlight. Now, of course, Captains, we play Star Trek Online. I have tried Champions Online. Gotta admit, not my thing. But you also see the news here, and this is what I want to go over. There's no news here about that sale that we kind of saw online. There was the Star Trek Day, which again, this doesn't link to that one that we saw there for the Gearbox site. This actually goes, it's self-contained. It kind of brings it up here on its own site here, which is kind of strange. Now it's not showing there, but Captains, regardless, it's there. Like the whole point is just showing off the site here. It wasn't capturing that, but it just but it didn't go to the Gearbox site. It actually was self-contained in the ARC window here. There's the patch notes, there's a key ring bundle sale, which we covered. There's that red alert, but then there's nothing really here about that sale. But this also shows the Star Trek Online's Twitter feed. So I don't know. I think it looks cool. Thought we'd bring attention to it, because why not? And, you know, something there for Captains for you to check out if you do use ARC. That is there for you. But Captains, thought we would drop our ECs on this because, yes, Star Trek Day. Now, the museum sort of thing there, if you, especially for our new Captains here who are just starting here in Star Trek Online, it's a pretty cool thing. Again, you heard what it sort of gives you there. If you go to each ship there, click on the ship or hail it, it will give you a little brief history, little nostalgia nuggets there, some recordings, I believe, and, you know, a chance to take a selfie. Captains, what is a selfie? A ship selfie that you can take your ship and of the hero ships. And it's pretty cool. Something that you can take part of. It can, again, it'll be in Deep Space Nine. It'll be Earth Space Dock. And again, I'm loving this, and this is probably what we're going to use here for our thumbnail, because although we cover a lot of Star Trek Online stuff, it is Star Trek. And this is, to me, it's all one and the same universe. This is why we have ventured out to cover things outside Star Trek Online, because it's just Star Trek. And I am here for all the Star Trek Captains. We just try to share here on the YouTube bridge, on the Twitch bridge, our love and enthusiasm for Star Trek, because this is kind of one of the things that we grew up with and where we learned positivity. And that's why, I mean, again, Star Trek Online is not perfect. It has its flaws. But regardless, it's a place where I go to just immerse myself in the Star Trek universe. Whether that be just being on my ship, doing my paperwork, doing the pretty pew-pews, taking selfies, being with my fellow captains, nerding out and talking on the bridge. I'm here for all of that. So, Captains, there you go. Thought we would drop those news there from Star Trek Online Twitter feed, those blogs, and also those sites. I will link all the things that we went over here in the description below. Check out the ARC launcher there, Captains, if you are using that. Kind of get yourself familiarize yourself with that, because that is what we have. And then also like the video, comment below. What are you going to do for Star Trek Day? We might do something on the Twitch bridge. We're not sure yet. Subscribe here to the YouTube bridge. And Captains, we will actually leave it on this note.
Don't let them promote you. Don't let them transfer you. Don't let them do anything that takes you off the bridge of that ship, because while you're there, you can make a difference.
Because for the feels.